Hello, my name is Dominic Underhallhouse and welcome to another episode of Moonbreaker. In today's episode we're going to go into a ranked game. We are currently ranked 26, we're going to try and creep up a little bit more, and what I'm going to play is the Extilior attrition list. So this is a list I was playing at the beginning of the format when Rising the Ranks first came out. I was having a lot of success with it, so we've got Stitchy, Deadeye, Detonia, Maximus, Aria, Furia, Hit and Run, Peacemaker, Balam, Crosshair and Zapper and Enki. And now we can see here there's a lot of these are just the go-to good units. You know, we've got Deadeye and Detonia in there. Maximus I really like. Not everyone does, but I think it's just really fun being able to potentially take multiple objectives in a turn or play safe. Aria is my actual favourite unit in this whole edition of the game. I love her. I think with ambush and the sort of sniper ability, it's fantastic. Furia, hit and run is just again really useful. Just a big Maximus. Can absolutely score you points. Peacemaker Balam, which I'm playing less of, but it really takes some people by surprise. Crosshair for the big hits, and then at least some sort of AoE to finish. So we're going to give this a go. We're going to see if we can win a rank game with it, hopefully climb up the ranks a little bit if we're lucky, and hopefully it'll be fun. If you're enjoying it, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, join on Patreon, all those wonderful things. Every single one of you is really appreciated. I'm aware that the content's been a little bit samey recently, but I am trying to diversify a bit. I'm honestly, there's multiple times when I'm recording games at past midnight, like today. So this is Lima Bean, a level 35 fellow Extilior player. Also, I've nearly finished this paint scheme now, my Pride Flag Extilior. There's a couple of bits I want to tweak, and I'm not quite sure what to do, but I absolutely love this. This is one of my favourite paint jobs I've done. It's not actually taken as much effort as some of my others, but I think it's come out really nicely. You know, the different colours, the different sections, using the glow paints, the metallics. I think it really does make good use out of all the different tools we've got available. So I just think the body and the face needs a little bit of colour in there to sort of add to it. Thinking maybe either shoulder pads or face, but I don't want to do too much. Okay, so they're just immediately taking that objective. I think we want to do the same, but I think I'm trying to decide if going left or this way is actually slightly closer to the objective. I think going this way is slightly closer to that top objective. And do we need to Shield of Hope? Yeah, we'll Shield of Hope ourselves. We're not going to deploy anything yet. We are going to basically save and consider maybe even going for a Crosshair next turn. If they play a 6 health unit and we've just freely got the ability to kill that, we will absolutely do so. Or if they play something that we can get in range to with Extilior. It's very unlikely. Oh, this could be... Okay, no, so they're moving far enough away. If they come around here, we're good. But yeah, there's not much chance they actually do contest it. Oh my goodness. We're... Oh, they're just going to be 1 damage short. 1 damage short.
No one is in the lead.
Funny enough, this is a really awkward situation because how do we actually deal with Furia other than maybe trying to keep our distance and going for a longer shot?
Instructions.
I mean, we can move up here. We could play hit and run. Hit and run's not bad. It saves us leadership still. We could just play... Honestly, this could even just be Maximus. Because we're perfectly happy contesting this. So what if actually... What if we go really greedy and moved up here? If we deploy Maximus, do we think we can actually get somewhere safe away from Extilior and steal that other objective? I think that would be a bit too much. So we're going to pop here. We will shield. And we'll just plink a little way at Furia. Try and stay safe back here. Honestly, we could also just Detonia, but I think that is going to just lose us a point, so... What if we went for Deadeye? No, I think, again, I actually think we just want to leave this. Oh, of course, they're still on... We're not on it. Of course. What was I thinking? I was honestly convinced that I was doing the right thing there. I was like, that's fine, we'll just take that point away from them and then just left them with 2. So now we are going to have to try and compete in a different way. Luckily Maximus is really, really good at sort of chewing through things and getting over there. So I think it's likely we can deal with Furia next turn. We're going to have access to 7, so we can play something like hit and run. If Furia doesn't shoot, we're almost definitely going to have it. Okay, so this is really nice for them. They're going to be able to kill here. So we're actually falling quite significantly behind. The question is, what can we do to Furia then? So with 7, we can get 1, 2, 3, and then we can't get. We can only get 6, and she's not going to drop down. So we might actually be struggling here. So we'll probably move in here. This looks like it could be a good Detonia situation. If they go aggressively onto us, though, that's kind of a problem. So we could Arya and poke up here, I guess. But then Arya's, not something we've got too good of a shot against.
Has a 2-point lead.
Okay, so we don't have much use for our Cinder here unless we're going to do something. I mean, we can't. We're just a tad short. This could be a really nice Peacemaker Balam, but I think again we're probably just short of that as well. What do we want to do? You know what? I think this is going to be a hit and run. So I think I'm going to Sword of Justice this. Move up here to contest. We'll play our hit and run out over here. Hit and run can come and poke Furia and just get a little bit of damage dealt. Oh, in fact, we've got 2 leadership left. So we can pop over here. We can actually just deploy Deadeye and go for 92. We'll take that. Oh my goodness. Of course. This just... I swear it's always the 90-something ones that I miss. I was too busy trying to count from 7 rather than 6. Like, I was counting from the wrong number. But that's really funny. So, now we're kind of okay, because it feels like they're going to group up. And if they do, we've got a really nice Peacemaker Balam coming. Yeah, I mean, they can deal with Deadeye. The question is, what do they do? Yeah, so this is a very easy kill for them. But that's fine. Like, maybe we should have played more defensively, but honestly, we kind of just hope that they move up somewhere. We could also just deploy things over here. Like, for instance, if they deploy here, we might be able to get 2, maybe even 3 units here with Peacemaker Balam, which would be incredible. Oh no, we're going to be 1 short. So it's got to be Arya next then. So it's probably Arya down here and just poke up this way. Because at least now we're the ones on the objective. So we can get 3 damage in there. But if we can get 2 more, that would have been better.
Much to consider.
Yeah, because we're going to be just short of getting into melee range. All the Stitchy. Okay, and if they do remember to use Fate Twister, yep. So I actually think our opponent's got a really good shot here. So hit and run isn't actually going to be able to damage anything either.
Your opponent has a 2-point
Yeah, we're
lead.
just short. I think we're actually losing this game quite drastically, which is really impressive from our opponent. So they've just really got us into a situation where we can't deal enough damage. We may as well just spin here.
Termination is inevitable.
And honestly, just hope for this.
How does a hammer stop working?
It might even just be the case that we Detonia and try and just throw things over here so they can't heal everything. I think that's going to be what we go for. Is just try and get... Can we get all 4? No, can't get 4. We can get 3. Was there a gap for... No, not there. So we'll just go for the 3. Make a little bit of a dent at least. None of these do that much, so... Again, just save our leadership.
Opponent's turn. They have
The
a
good
2-point
news...
lead.
Oh no, we're up to 8, not 9. I thought we had 1 more, so... Again, Peacemaker Balam could be huge here if they just make a few mistakes. Yeah, they're going to be able to kill hit and run. If I were them, though, I'd probably kill Detonia. Yeah, this is all fine. So is Stitchy going to move over here and heal Furia? Because if so, that's kind of okay for us. This is going to be like a Tipu. This is a Tipu, so we might be able to balance stun 3 of these, which would be nuts. Like, if we can get 3 units stunned, it's about as good as it gets, really. Unless they just move like into this gap and give us a 4th. We will not complain if they do. But the good news is here, we may be really far behind on units, but at least we're saving ourselves over here a little. Okay, so Stitchy's going to come over and contest this point, I think it looks like. Yeah. And so Balam's active is 2.
Do not distract me.
It's no. Okay, so they are going to move away. So again, this could be the Peacemaker Balam area then, if we just move away over here.
Searching.
Yeah. So they're going to attack and get attacked back at least. How did we miss? Oh, we haven't. We must have had Fate Twister. Of course.
Your turn. Your opponent has a
I honestly
2-point
think
lead.
we might be pretty much out of this unless we start really chewing through things immediately. So we've got 6 damage there that doesn't require any leadership spend. That's right, any cinder spend. So I think we're going to have to just go for... Okay, can we get a world where both of those will probably get hit? Most likely not. So we could Balam and get both of them. I think it's quite likely. So that's one option. And honestly, I think that's one we do take. So if we explosives there, pop Peacemaker Balam down over here, just nice and safe, and see if we can stun both of these in one. That's perfect. So we'll lob our explosives over here, deal with just a little bit of damage on both. And to be completely honest, I don't think we care about the captain damage, so I think we just move over here. And again, I don't think we need to stitch you.
Opponent's turn. They have a
So they've got 2
2-point
units
lead.
stunned, and we might be able to get Zappa and Enki this turn. The problem is they could also potentially get Zappa and Enki down now here. But if we get an Enki in a really good spot and don't lose any... Yeah, this looks like Zappa. This is going to be the end of this situation as well. Because then we can't actually do anything with Balam until we heal it. But if actually we can play Stitchy, we could heal Stitchy, and then play Stitchy, heal Balam, and then use Balam to stun multiple units again. That could be really good for us. Oh, it's just Crosshair. Okay. I'm alright with Crosshair. They've got more deployment though, so they have got more resources to use. If they keep running up in one direction though, we are absolutely going to use the Zapper and just try and deal with all of this. Because I mean, if we've got 6, 7, 8 damage potentially, including onto Tipu, or even just coming this side and still trying to pull these. Yeah, so Saria, so going to make us miss. So that will put us onto attacking Saria there. Or if they just attack, we attack back, that's fine. So do we just... Are they going to attack us so that we miss?
We will hold them up.
Are they not going to bother? No. Okay. So
It's almost time.
Your turn. Your opponent
we've
has
kept
a
all of our
1-point
leadership.
lead.
Grenade?
So if we can get all 3 of these in with Zapper, it would be fantastic. But over here also works. So what if Titonia pops one down here? Where can we deploy Zapper? Nowhere yet. So what if we moved through, or even just... Okay, so Titonia can't move round. So if we tuck ourselves in right over here, is there a gap in there to fit Zappa and Enki? There is, but not a big one.
That cinder
okay.
glow.
So what if we move this way? We can get... We can get some stuff done, but not as much as we'd hope. I think we still have to go for this.
Do my part.
Warning. Warning.
So we just pop into here, do the vortex.
Raising defenses.
Pop ourselves over here. Yeah, I don't think this is great. I think we're struggling, but at least we're
Is in the lead.
not doing too bad over here. We've got our big powerhouse down. We've evened the score up a little bit, but they've used 2 less entire units than we have. So Vria's going to be able to take this objective back, but we're going to start being able to put some damage out. You know, Zappa moved as well, so Crosshair's no good here. Tipu's going to be able to get the hit. Drugs can... Okay, so they're just out of range here, which is good.
Excuse me, pardon me. Whoop, whoop.
So they're going to be able to heal that. Yep. We didn't have much more we could do, but at least that forces that play there. Yeah, they're going to kill Betonia. It's just... Do we have just enough? We know we're going to lose this as well. If that's the move they go for, though, they're going to lose both of these units, possibly 3. That is fantastic for us. They're going to lose 3 units next turn, nearly, potentially. Unless they just move block us. Move blocking would be good for them. So, what do we do to clear this up? Have they got something... If they got Snareling, Snareling would be incredible here. Because Snareling would just stop this completely. Is it? Oh, it's their own Balam. Okay, that's fine. We can deal with that at least, I believe. Are they going to hit us? Okay, so now they've taken that point back. That's fine.
Your turn. Your opponent has a 2-point lead.
So we can just come in here. We're going to spin. What can we do with 8? Can we get more out than that? So this is going to miss regardless. We don't have anything that deals 4 immediately, so I think it has to be Crosshair. And it's just going to be Crosshair going here, dealing with Balam. We'll pop a Shield of Hope down on Zappa. And to be honest, I think I'm just going to be just short of using Stitchy defensively here. So let's just pop our own Stitchy. No, let's save Stitchy. Stitchy can be useful. It's not going to do anything yet. They're still gaining points.
They have a 2-point lead.
We're so close to having something we can do here. Yeah, we're just out of... I think we might be just out of comeback range. But this is a really good game. I'm really glad we've got this one recorded. So, Crosshair can't get line of sight this side onto Zappa, which is good for us. So they'd have to go this way, which means they probably can kill Zappa this turn. However, is that what they want to do? Oh, are they just going onto our Crosshair? Okay, so maybe they haven't realised they can probably go up. I'm hoping they don't. If they just move this way, then that's a much happier situation for us. Okay. So that's just a bunch of damage onto Crosshair, which means that the spin will then kill her. But that's, again, not much we could have ever done about that. There was always a world in which we were going to lose to spins. And now I think it's all down to what big things they've got left. Because if we can play Zappa and sort of move over here, get maybe 2 units in. Okay, so this looks like... What's it going to be? Oh, the turret. Okay. So the bulwark is coming down. And they missed, which is also great for us. And oh, OP, that might not be the play. Okay, so if we can get in here, how big?
Your turn. Your opponent has a 2-point lead.
Not for long, they don't. So we can deal with 2 of these immediately. So they're just gone, which is fantastic news. We can contest this point. The interesting thing is here, we can't actually stop them getting access to Crosshair onto one of our units. What we can do is use both Furia and Aria to deal with Tipu. So we're Aria first, better not miss that 94, there we go. And then Furia in for the 100. Oh, of course, I mean, she's just going to die to Crosshair now because that was the only place we could place it. And then, yeah, we don't have another heal here. Okay, we're not out of this. We're not doing well, but we're not out of this yet. Sudden Death's coming, so this could end up in our favour. Okay, so this is Florio. So Florio's going to be shooting up here. There is no other place for them to shoot, unless they really want to go for, like, captain damage. But that just doesn't make sense. This is fine. I think our captain can survive. We just need to make sure we're contesting enough points. But realistically, if they deploy a Florio somewhere that we can get line of sight of, we might be able to just push through from that front. Okay, so it looks like maybe they are going captain damage. So maybe they're not convinced that we've got Sitchy coming. So is that... Yeah, so this is the obvious play, because this is like a guaranteed kill. I don't think there was anywhere else I could place that safely. Crosshair going where? Because we will absolutely chase things down, and depending on where they do their Florio, we might try taking some shots. I mean, I'd just go behind here if it was in range, but I imagine it's not. Okay, so that's the range that they've got. Okay, so what can we do here? We can Stitchy and heal. We do really, like, we would really love to be able to get over here and defend this point is the problem. So, can we get in range of anything with Zappa?
Your turn. No one is in the lead.
Not
Sudden
quite
death
there.
will begin on the next turn.
Okay, so this does give us some damage at least. But I don't think it's enough.
Don't touch our stuff.
I mean, I guess we just go for it. Poke down there. Oh, there was a shield. Oops, I thought the shield was elsewhere. Oh well.
Waiting directive.
Yeah, I think we're out here. I think our opponents managed to take this game from us quite nicely. They've stopped us basically competing on scoring, which is the important part here. Because we're trying to get further down, but I just don't think we can quite manage it. We also don't want to get hit by Florio onto both. So we'll go for this. This might not do it. I think this is the best we can do. Our opponent's going to think win on sudden death points. I mean, they might just win naturally anyway, but we are doing the best we can. This was actually a big mistake. We should have just moved here and not used the active, because then Savria would have probably popped her own shield anyway. And this is gonna, yeah, this is gonna annihilate us now. So yeah, we've just lost Zappa. That was a huge mistake. If we didn't activate, we'd actually be alive here, and it didn't even accomplish anything activating. So yeah, they're pushing a bit of damage through here. That doesn't matter.
In compliance.
There is no unit left for us, and they've got the guaranteed kill here, so they're gonna take 2 damage on Savria to do it, but that's not a big deal. They're gonna be able to get the kills. Yeah, this is it. Well played, Lima Bean. This is a great game. So I don't think there's any point in me playing this out, but I will do just because we're here now. We might as well. Yeah, take that 1 damage back, and it's fun watching the game end in sudden death. It's interesting. Like, it's a really good mechanic. And what's their last unit? Come on. Show me how bad it went in. Is it like... Oh, crankbait. Sure. That's pretty reasonable. So they're stopping any hope we've got here, which is exactly what they should be doing. Our opponent shouldn't be giving us any chance whatsoever. They should be trying to take us out of the game. I don't know about... Oh, I suppose they've already shot.
Your opponent has a 2-point lead. Sudden
So yeah,
death.
all we can
It is
do...
now 4 points to win.
Heal ourselves up. We can't quite reach as well, which is so frustrating. So, I believe our opponent is probably just going to get enough points next turn. So let's actually just stillness and shoot here, and run away. If they play this nicely, they can just easily hide away. And we'll just run Stitchy in this direction. But yeah, here we have it. So Lima Bean has taken us out. They've used all their resources really effectively. I was going to say, that better have not been a concession, because if our opponent conceded then, like, it didn't look like a defeat to me for a second. I genuinely thought our opponent conceded. I was going to be like, what's just happened? But yeah, really good game. So I just felt we really lost badly to that Furia. Getting them to play it on an empty board and us not being able to deal with it was really, really hard. So great play. Really enjoyed that. Hopefully you guys did too. If you did, as always, like, comment, subscribe, join us on Patreon. I was just like off camera counting them through there, just like trying to remember what I was doing. But genuinely, and I really do mean it, I know I've said this before, but most importantly, please really do have a good day.